going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. But guys, our P4G Week 5 match here. The St. Louis Rampardos are taking on the Detroit Type Nulls and Coach Crimson Seabad, my good pal. If you guys didn't see it last weekend, we missed our battle, but I posted it Wednesday. If you guys didn't hear, I had a couple tornadoes come through my town. I lost power for a really long time, and it took me a while to catch up, and I'm still catching up on work because I basically missed a week of making content and stuff, and I fell behind on battles and all sorts of stuff. So that's why things have been a little jumbled. So if you haven't seen the match against Kyle A, go check that out. I did post it on Wednesday on the channel, so go check it out. It was actually a really good battle. So now we're gonna take on Crimson Seabad here and the Detroit Type Nulls. I didn't have time for a team builder. I'm legit like so behind right now, but hopefully next week I'll be back on track with that stuff. So I'll just run through the team really quickly. He has Silvally, Meloetta, Venomoth, Drapion, Whimsicott, Frogadier, Alolan Dugtrio, Combuskin, Vikavolt, Archon, and Pupitar. I'm expecting the 6 you see on the screen, either Steel Silvally or Electric Silvally perhaps. One of those I think makes a lot of sense against me. I think he could potentially bring Alolan Dugtrio. I think he could bring Venomoth, and maybe Combuskin, but I'm not really expecting the other stuff. Question of the day real quick is, what is your favorite middle evolution? We're facing Frogadier potentially, and I think that thing looks really cool. So let's talk about our team here. I don't want to waste too much time. We've got Monsoon here, which is our Politoed, obviously. Always bringing the rain, Ice Beam, Scald, Encore, Toxic. Encore is really cool because I can Encore various things into setup moves, like Meloetta trying to Calm Mind on me, or Drapion going for Swords Dance, or Whimsicott going for whatever, or Silvally, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, obviously we're slower, but it is nice to be able to Encore things. I also have enough speed on this thing to outspeed max speed Vikavolt, which is really cool. So we did that with a very powerful Scald, and then of course Toxic is just really good. Ice Beam is for Whimsicott. We've got Tornadus bringing that Fly Z, of course. I was gonna bring a spec set, but I actually really like this set because I wanted to bring Rain Dance. I think that he has that Whimsicott. It's very possible he brings like Prankster Prankster Sunny Day. So I wanted to have a secondary rain setter this week outside of Politoed because the team is really relying on rain as always. So Focus Blast is there for that Steel Silvally if he brings it, but otherwise Hurricane just does so much damage to his team. I just want to scout out before I use my Z move, I think. We've got our Nautilka here, Kabutops, Liquidation, Stealth Rock, Stone Edge, and Aqua Jet with a Life Orb. I want to head as strong as I can with those Aqua Jets, but in rain he doesn't have very good switch-ins to Liquidation. In fact, if I can get rain set up, I can really put a lot of work in. His best answer would be the Whimsicott, of course, but that thing doesn't want to take repeated hits. We've got our Dragalge here, bringing in offensive Dragalge this week. Modest adaptability with Draco Plate. Draco Plate is going to boost our Dragon type moves by 20%. We've got the Draco Meteor, Sludge Wave, Dragon Pulse, and Focus Blast. He really doesn't have a lot of switches to this thing either. Like, he can switch in a Whimsicott and try to Encore me, but generally we can, you know, he risks the Sludge Wave and things like that. Focus Blast again for Silvally Steel in case he goes that route. We've got Excalibur here, our Escavalier, bringing a very specially defensive Escavalier. In fact, I have very little attack investment and mostly specially defensive. With Rain Up, this thing is very difficult for Chase to take out, especially since his fire type moves are not going to do anything to me. Pursuit is there primarily for Meloetta. I think that that's really awesome to be able to Pursuit Trap that thing and do like a good chunk of damage to it because it is a very difficult Pokemon for my team. And then last but not least is Rotom. I was gonna bring Pikachu, but then I just realized that you can't actually have Extreme Speed and Volt Tackle and Fake Out on the same set with Pikachu because Extreme Speed is an event move. So unfortunately, I had to kind of make an audible here and last minute play adjustment here. So I'm going with Voltergeist. I was gonna bring Pikachu up until about 25 minutes ago, but Overheat, Volt Switch, Pain Split, Will-O-Wisp with Leftover, especially defensive. This thing is primarily designed to take on the Alolan Dugtrio, primarily designed to take on Venomoth, Vikavolt. It could take the hits from that thing and just provide momentum with Volt Switch, as his only ground type Pokemon is that Alolan Dugtrio, and that thing doesn't want to be Will-O-Wisp, and that thing doesn't want to get you an Overheat to the face. So that's our team there. Again, you guys know what I'm thinking he's gonna bring. I'm gonna get connected with Chase here, and we are gonna throw down this battle, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Let's make it happen. Alright guys, we are connected here with Crimson Seabad, and I just messaged him and said I cannot wait to see all the anime nicknames he's gonna have for me today. So if you get offended easily by butchering of anime nicknames like Sasuke and I don't know, man, I'm so bad at them. Let's see what he brings here. I predicted it. No Drapion brings Archon instead. That's fine with me. Yeah, so pretty standard stuff as kind of what we expected there. No Drapion, we see Archon. Okay, I do wish I brought Pikachu, but that's okay. In terms of leads, well, I want to find out what kind of Silvally he is. That would be super swell, but I don't know that yet. So in terms of leads, I actually feel like Dragalge looks kind of sick against him as a lead. Because, like, what does he switch into a Sludge Wave right off the bat? Outside of maybe, you know, Silvally. Although Archon could be kind of annoying there. Politoed actually isn't a bad lead too, and I kind of like Rotom as a lead, although I don't have any speed on Rotom. So let me just do a quick peek here on Rotom versus Archon, and just see kind of what's Archon doing to me with a rock. I mean, it's not really doing that much to me. So I think I'm gonna lead with my Rotom here. Seems like a pretty solid lead. I can burn some things. You know, Archon's actually kind of slow, so he's gonna have to run a lot of speed on that thing. So I'm gonna run Rotom out here first. It's just a really good lead mon. He could lead Frogadier actually. That could be like his lead is leading Frogadier. But that's okay. Like I still feel okay about it. You know, I can take a Surf. My Nuzlocke isn't working. I can take a Surf if I have to. Yeah, I definitely can take a Surf from this thing. So even like a Life Orb one, and I kill it with Volt Switch. So like if he wanted to stay in, I would take it. Now Hydro Pump I won't take, but we'll see what he's gonna do here before we get too crazy making predictions. But he is gonna lead with Bam Bam, which is gonna be his Archon. Okay. So I'm kind of feeling like I just Volt Switch here, to be honest, because I think he's gonna try to set up hazards. And I don't mind taking a hit here if I have to. So I think I just Volt Switch. I'm gonna make a very, like, just a straight up Volt Switch here. If he does have a Z move or something, so be it. If he wants to set up rocks, so be that as well. You know, but to knock this thing down to a potential Focus Sash or whatever it may be is pretty valuable in my opinion. At least this early in the game is really, really valuable. So, and I have various things that I can bring in against it too. So he does have Endeavor. He actually thinks that I'm gonna be faster, but I'm not. So he brings the Endeavor Focus Sash set, which is fine. We get rid of his Sash, and that was a pretty interesting play there from him on the first turn. But he was faster than me. I'm a defensive Rotom. So now I can pretty much just bring in F5 here and just U-turn out, because he was Focus Sash. I mean, yeah, he can run Quick Attack, but it's really a non-issue. So I get a pretty free U-turn here, I think is my best play. So I'm gonna go for that. I don't see any reason not to do that. I'm just gonna click U-turn here, which should kill the Archon. So he's just like, you know, he obviously thought that I was gonna be faster there, so I would have Volt Switch, hit him down to 1, and then he would have been able to Endeavor something down to 1 HP, and he probably has Quick Attack. So it was not a bad idea. It's just like, it just didn't work because I was slower because I'm defensive Rotom. So he probably thought I was gonna be faster though. So good start for us. He's gonna switch out, which is fine by me. He goes into Babylon, which is probably the Silvally. Yeah, that's the Silvally. That looks like ice or water? That's probably Silvally water. I can't really tell yet, but I mean, I have my amazing friend Adept here. And like, show me a switch into a Sludge Wave right now. I don't see one. I don't think he's ice. I think that's water, but it's hard to tell. I'll find out right now. But Adapt is looking pretty fancy. Let's see what he is. He is water. Okay, so he brings Silvally water, which is fine. I was not expecting water. He was probably trying to take advantage of the, you know, the stuff. Okay, so I don't see what his best, like, I don't see what he's switching in to a Sludge Wave right now, to be perfectly honest. Like, Silvally doesn't want to take a Sludge Wave. Like, yeah, he can Parting Shot out or whatever and try to get... He could Parting Shot out into his Meloetta, which is a thing. You know, that's definitely a thing. I could also just Draco Meteor and just try to hit something. I don't think he goes Whimsicott here. I think the risk of a Sludge Wave is too high. So I think he's going to Parting Shot out, so I'm kind of feeling like I go for Draco Meteor here because that allows me to hit whatever comes in the hardest. So I'm going to go for Draco Meteor because I don't think he's going to... He's gonna Parting Shot. I don't think he goes into Whimsicott though. If he does, that's such a risky play though, because I get a free Sludge Wave here. So to me, I think the Draco Meteor is the better play. Because even at -1, it's still gonna do about half to Meloetta. I think he goes Meloetta here. I don't... Oh, he's gonna go Bam Bam. Okay, so he sacks off his Archon, which makes sense, right? That was the right play there. And I do hit it, so that's good. So Dragalge kills the... Archon with Draco Meteor. So the one thing that does though is it does allow the Meloetta to come in here and start doing some shenanigans. The good thing is though I have Encore on Politoed, so if he goes Meloetta, I'm immediately going into Politoed and preparing myself to click Encore. So that way if he starts setting up, I can Encore him. If he goes for Substitute, I can still Encore that. If he goes for, you know, really anything, if he goes for a Psychic move, I can Encore him into that and then go into Escavalier, and I get a few turns to try to, like, you know, knock him out there. So that's going to be our core strategy right now if he goes into Meloetta, which is, I'm pretty sure, what he's going to do. But we got rid of his Archin, which means he doesn't have hazards against us now, which is really nice. And here comes Psycha Volt. A little surprised to see that's his switch in here. He could be Ground Z, but really not expecting that. I mean, if he wants to Volt switch out, he very well, like, he can. I'm not really that, I mean, I'm -2, which kind of stinks, but I mean, I can also just go Rotom as well. I think he just Volt switches here. I'm actually -3, yeah. Let's just go Rotom here. I think he's gonna Volt switch, but at the same time, I'm -3, so I'm like, my power output is so low right now. So I'm sure he just Volt switches out. He actually goes for the agility. Okay, so he's agility Vikavolt. That's fine. So he takes that time to set up. I pretty sure that I can live in a hit with Rotom here, and I can go for the overheat and do a good chunk to him. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna click overheat here, because I don't think Vikavolt can one-shot me. He has to be HP Rock, and even then I don't think he knocks me out. So I'm just gonna overheat. He's gonna switch out. Okay, so that's good for me. Probably into Fergadier, or he's gonna go into his Meloetta. Okay, here comes Meloetta. I'm gonna go for the overheat. I miss. It's actually fine. Alright, my play here is to Volt Switch into Politoed. Slow Volt Switch into Politoed. Alright, so we saw agility on Vikavolt, which is good to know. Stinks that I missed that, because that actually would have given me a lot of information on the Meloetta. But it is what it is. We know that Rotom switches into Vikavolt every time. So that's good. I'm assuming he's got Psyshock. He could be the Pirouette form, though, and go for Relic Song here. But I think that the other one is actually better. He just goes for Thunder here. Okay, so he does so Thunder and he actually hits it. But that shouldn't do too much to me. And it doesn't, so I can just Volt Switch out here. Okay, perfect. The thing is, I don't know if he's like Scarfed or what he is. There's no real way for me to know that at this point. So, unfortunately, like, I don't know if he's Scarfed or not. I mean, I can go into... What do I want to do here? Let me see, like, that damage there, because that didn't really do a lot. Let me just see Rotom Heat against Meloetta. If he's Assault Vest. That actually might be Assault Vest. Because I should have been doing about 25 to 30. I didn't really do that much, so I feel like he could very well be Assault Vest. I want to go into Tornadus and click U-turn, but I'm worried about him being Scarfed. How do I scout that? I mean, I guess I can always risk that he doesn't hit it. I'm gonna go Tornadus here. And I'm gonna assume he's not... I can always go back to Rotom, actually. Okay, so we see an item. That's awesome. I can see the leftovers. Okay, that eases my mind there. Alright. So we're gonna U-turn here. And I'm gonna go U-turn back into Rotom, I think. So Thunder's a cool bring. We'll see what he ends up doing here. I mean, he obviously runs the risk of taking a knockoff here. He, like, runs the risk of taking a lot of different things. But we see lefties with Thunder. He's gonna switch out, so I get U-turn initiative here. And he goes into Babylon, which is gonna be his Silvally. Okay, that's fine with me. Silvally Water again. And I get to U-turn here. Okay, sweet. Getting big chip damage on this Silvally, though, which is really nice. He's sitting at about 60%. So, I can pretty easily go right back out into my Dragalge here. And last time I Draco Meteor, this time we're Sledge Waving. Because I don't want to take the attack drop. You know? And it's going to do a good chunk. Like, he doesn't have a safe switch into Sledge Wave. He's going to go for Parting Shot again. That's fine. He can keep Parting Shotting all he wants. This still does good damage to whatever comes in. It would be really nice to burn the Meloetta. The Meloetta is, like, the biggest problem I have. And I have to get Rain Up to kind of deal with it better. Because this Cavalier. So I'm sure he has HP Fire. He goes into Siren. Okay. So I get a Sledge Wave off on this thing. Should do a decent chunk to him. There's a 10% chance to poison him. That does an okay amount. And I get the poison. So I called out the poison. It works out. I get you know, a big poison there. That's actually pretty huge for us, getting that poison there. I feel like in this situation, he's not going to HP fire, so I can go into Excalibur here. I don't want to take a Thunder again, though. I think he goes for a Psychic move. I'm going to go to Excalibur. I don't feel that it's... Okay, he's going to switch out into what? Into Shisui, which is his Frogadier. So he predicts the Rotom this time. I go Frogadier. Can I live a Frogadier HP fire here? That is the question. And do I even want to in the first place? Do I even want to? I mean, I definitely can. I definitely can live the hit. Assuming he's timid. And I mean, I can easily, oh yeah, so, hold on, let me give him protein. Alright, so it's if he's Life Orb HP fire, it's a little tricky. I think this is an opportunity for me to go into my Politoed, though. Because, realistically, like, I can pretty freely Scald spam. Like, he could have Grass Knot, but it's not like it's gonna do a crazy amount to me. I can also go right back into my Dragalge to kind of find out what this thing wants to do. Yeah, I'm gonna go back into my Dragalge. Because I don't want to take an HP fire with this Cavalier, and I want to find out what kind of Frogadier set he is, whether he's Scarf, whether he's Life Orb, like what the deal is. He might just U-turn out here as well. He goes for Hidden Power. Okay, so he does have Hidden Power Fire. Turns to a Fire type. Okay. So we do predict the HP fire. That's fine. That does very little to me. And he is Life Orb. Okay. Okay, the good thing is here, now I get to go for another Sledge Wave. And this time Meloetta doesn't want to come in because I won't be parting shotted. So I could also Dragon Pulse to do a little bit more damage. Like, I'm pretty sure Dragalge is very bulky and can easily take an Ice Beam here. Like, we should be able to take a Life Orb Ice Beam, no problem. I'm just gonna double check this. Life Orb Ice Beam, I'm at 145 out of 167. That's 86%. His Ice Beam is doing 76 to 90. It's close. It's a close one. I think I'm gonna go into my, what do I want to do? I don't think it's worth letting Adept go down yet. Adept is so good against this team. I'm gonna go into my Monsoon. I want to see if he's got the Ice Beam. I'm kind of trying to scout out this guy's set. Let's go into Monsoon here. See if he's got the Ice Beam. I get, you know, now I'm setting up the Rain, which is, you know, kind of good, kind of bad. I mean, he's got some things to kind of work with it. He does have the Ice Beam. Okay. Okay, he probably has Grass Knot. I mean, that does very little. Same kind of deal. He probably has Grass Knot, though. But now I have to take the hit. Now I gotta take the hit. He probably has Grass Knot. But you know what? What is he switching into Liquidations right now? I mean, I guess he's got the Silvally, but it's getting weakened. So Politoed, I have to keep doing this calc because Politoed doesn't take a lot from Grass Knot anyway. Life Orb. And yeah, we should be able to take this pretty well. And I can go for a Scald and do some pretty big damage to him. So I think that that's going to be my play here. I mean, I could also switch out into Tornadus. But I think just going for a Scald here is really good. Or I make the prediction into Tornadus. I actually like the prediction into Tornadus here. I'm going to go Tornadus. He's going to switch out into what? The Silvally? Yeah, into the Silvally. Okay. Fine by me. I go into my Tornadus. Perfect. Alright, now I get to click Z-move. Because I don't think under any circumstances Silvally Water... I mean, he took 2 U-turns so far. And yeah, it looks like he's more offensive. Hurricane with a Z-move does knock him out. So I'm going for the Z-Hurricane. Because he has nothing to switch into it. So something dies now. So I'm going to go for Supersonic Sky Strike. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, we got rid of Silvally. Tornadus kills Silvally with Fly-Z. Okay, so one of his more annoying Pokemon is now officially gone. His switch-ins to Tornadus are getting very, very limited. And we should be able to put in some serious work, man. Now, I am concerned about that Whimsicott. trying to change our weather here with sunny day. I'm not going to be surprised. I probably U-turn out on the Whimsicott here. That's probably my best bet. As he goes Whimsicott, I just U-turn out, predicting the sunny day. Which wouldn't be surprising. Because he can't encore me. So I feel like he's got to go Whimsicott here. So the key to this match right now is, yeah, here comes Siren, actually. Which is his Meloetta, which I think is a very interesting play because I can just simply U-turn. I mean, we've seen Thunder, but I can just U-turn out and go into my my Escavalier and Pursuit Trap. So I'm just gonna U-turn. It's gonna do pretty decent damage too. Yeah, it knocks him down pretty low, and then I could just go into I can go into Rotom, which isn't a bad option here, or I go into my Excalibur. I think I like going into Excalibur. Well, the thing about Excalibur is Excalibur helps me beat the Frogadier a little bit better, whereas Rotom doesn't. Rotom comes in and clicks Volt Switch though and gets the kill here. So I'm gonna go Rotom. Just for that reason alone, because Escavalier and Rain can beat Frogadier, whereas Rotom can't. He goes for the Thunder, it's obviously 100% accurate, but it's not boosted at all for him. So him hitting it earlier is the same as him hitting now. It does so little. This poison damage is really going to help out. Now, don't forget we did miss an overheat earlier in the game against his Meloetta, which would have made some difference on the damage. I do believe a Volt Switch will knock him out here, with poison at the very least. He's faster anyway, so my play is to Volt Switch. He may get a big hit off on us, but I doubt he's carrying HP Water because I think he had HP Fire. So, Psyshock shouldn't do too much to us. We're very bulky. It does a decent chunk, but Volt Switch should knock him out here. It doesn't, but he's going to die to poison, so that's fine. And if he doesn't, I have Tornadus. So I just go back into Tornadus here. And if he doesn't die to poison, it's fine. So Dragalge looks like it's going to get a kill with poison here. He might live because of the leftovers. He might be sitting at just enough to be above 12, but I think the poison kills here. Yeah, it does. Okay, so Dragalge kills Meloetta with poison from Sludge Wave. Alright. So cool. Dragalge got 2 kills now. So at this point, I just have to be like pretty cautious of, you know, I mean, I outspeed everything left except for Whimsicott. And again, Whimsicott could try to set Sunny Day, but that's why I have Rain Dance, and I still have my Politoed sitting a decent amount of health to reset Rain in a few turns. He's gonna go into VIP, which is gonna be the Whimsicott. Okay, so my play here is 1,000,000% to U-turn out because I don't want to try to Hurricane him and then have him change the weather on me, and then I'm like even less accurate. How many turns of Rain do I have left? I have 3 turns left, so it's fine. I'm just gonna U-turn out though. The worst he does to me is like hits me with a Moonblast. He does have Sunny Day. Yeah, called that. All right, perfect. Yeah, I knew that was gonna be the case. I knew he was gonna have Sunny Day, so that's fine. I honestly don't even care that he has Sunny Day. I can simply just U-turn out here, and he has nothing for Dragalge right now. I can just click Sludge Wave with Dragalge. He has no switch-ins to it. Vikavolt is his best answer. So I knew not to click Hurricane there because I was gonna miss because I knew he would have Sunny Day. So, and he shows leftovers. Okay, cool. Whimsicott's not very offensive, so I pretty much get a free Sludge Wave here. And he doesn't have the ability to drop my stats with Parting Shot anymore. He can U-turn out if he wants. If he has it, he might have Encore. He's gonna switch out. So Vikavolt, I think, is taking a big hit here. Yeah, here comes Vikavolt. This thing's taking a big Sludge Wave to the face. I don't think it's taken 2, though. I don't think it can live 2 hits. And the beautiful thing about Dragalge is it does resist both. Wow, dude, that's so much damage. So much damage. Okay, I don't see why I don't just take the hit from him. I'm just gonna Sludge Wave again. Vikavolt's not really a huge concern. He could have Mud Shot. He's got Flash Cannon, so, you know, I mean, I'm sure it's gonna do a good amount, but you can just see how bulky Dragalge is. So, kills Vikavolt with Sludge Wave. Okay, so Dragalge kills that thing. So now I just have to navigate around the Frogadier at this point in the match. And if I can do that, we're gonna be in really good shape. So here comes Shisui. He can Ice Beam here, obviously. I think that's just a very straightforward play. I'm just gonna go right into my Politoed here to change the weather, though. He may make a prediction and go into Whimsicott here, which is fine. I do have Ice Beam. So, and Politoed's pretty bulky, so I should be able to take an Ice Beam plus a Grass Knot anyway, and just go for big damage. And then once Rain is back up, like Escavalier can take a hidden power fire. I just didn't want to chance it until Rain was up. So, all right. Monsoon comes in here. He's gonna change the weather. He's gonna either Ice Beam or make a prediction and go for Grass Knot here. He makes the prediction, so good play on his part. He does make a good prediction there. At this point in the game, he has to make predictions to try to get back into it. But it's not an issue. I don't really necessarily need Rain, so it's not a huge deal. And once Rain is up, I mean, I have my Kabutops. I can come in, and I have Tornadus, which gets to click Hurricane. So I'm really not too concerned if he knocks me out here. So I'm just going to Ice Beam in case he switches into Whimsicott. He's going to go for Scald, so maybe he predicts that I switched. I think this knocks me out either way. If it doesn't, that's fine. I mean, I'm not too concerned. Yeah, he does knock me out. So Frogadier kills Politoed with Scald. Okay, and now I get to go into my Tornadus and click Hurricane. So Tornadus comes in here. I'm obviously faster. I know I'm faster. I have plenty of turns of Rain. I have 6 turns of Rain. So Hurricane's looking pretty solid here. So we're just going to click Hurricane. And we should be able to navigate this to a 5-0 if all goes well. Like, he obviously can Sunny Day against me, but I do have Rain Dance on this dude here. So we can go with a little war there. I mean, I just U-turn out into Dragalge either way. Same kind of play I did before. Dragalge putting in the work, though. Dragalge should be able to get 4 kills in this game if all goes well. So Hurricane comes off. That's going to be a kill there. Tornadus kills Frogadier with Hurricane. So that's pretty sweet. And then all he has left is Meloetta, or I'm sorry, Whimsicott. So, and Whimsicott really, at this point in the match, can't do anything. But the Prankster Sunny Day was a cool bring. I kind of figured that was going to be his play, something that he would bring. I'm not even going to try to Hurricane here because I feel like I'm not going to hit it. So I'm just going to U-turn out into Dragalge. He goes for Sunny Day again. Again, that does drop the accuracy of Hurricane, I believe. So it's less likely to hit in Sun, whereas obviously it's better to hit in Rain. So U-turn comes off here. That's going to do just a tad bit of damage to the Whimsicott. And then again, I can just go right into my Dragalge here, which put in some serious work this match. Dragalge is looking like it's going to walk away with 4 kills. Just putting a lot of pressure on him. I figured that in team preview, he just didn't really, unless he brought Silvally Steel, he really didn't have enough answers for Dragalge, which is just so incredibly strong in this tier 3 and below format. It's just such an offensive threat. Like, Moonblast is going to do very little to me. It's probably going to do like half of what I have, like 25%. It's going to do very little. Yeah, exactly. So, Dragalge kills Whimsicott with Sludge Wave. So, good game to chase. You know, the Rain was able to prevail there. He was the first person this season who tried to counter my Rain with another weather. It's not something we've dealt with really yet. But I was prepared for it. That's why we had Prankster Rain Dance on Tornadus in case Politoed went down and I needed Rain to win this game. I had that as a backup option. Bringing Rotom over Pikachu last minute ends up working out. Rotom was a really, really good Pokemon this match. It provided us a lot of momentum. It gave me a good starting Pokemon. It really worked out against that Archon, which otherwise would have put us in a really, really bad spot if he endeavored me on that first turn. If I Volt Switch out there with Rotom, I'd probably go into like Escavalier against the Archon or Politoed, and he would have knocked me down to 1 health right off the bat. So it was kind of good there that we were slow Rotom. But yeah, man, good game to chase. Thanks for the battle, dude, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be back next week. NPA playoffs should have went up yesterday if you didn't see that, so check that out. And yeah, man, I'm gonna catch you guys next time. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Thanks so much for checking out my last video. If you like that one, you'll definitely like this one. And be sure to subscribe for more as I post Pokemon videos every single day.